Good morning to you both. I'm just going to start with the Commissioner, a sort of broad question. Are you confident that the Met understands the scale of sexual exploitation in London, given that the HMICRFS report that was published in February 2004 cited some very serious problems around the Met's capacity and understanding and capturing of statistics and all this?
Lord Bailey, thank you very much for the question. I'm confident that we've got as good an understanding as we can do, and we're working desperately hard on it. So it's a broad and complex picture, and the public debate on the back of some horrific cases has focused on one narrow type and dimension of it that's happened in a few towns scattered across the country. I think if we have a conversation about it, it's worth seeing it in the round.
I partially agree with what you said. Let's be clear, it was in over 50 places over the country, so it wasn't a few places in the country, it was over 50. And that's the point, isn't it? Many of those places didn't know it was happening and would have done something if they knew. And the challenge we have in London, the Met started in quite a weak place with its child protection issues. It has made great progress. I'll accept that. But the reason people are focused on sexual exploitation gangs is because a gang focused on a very particular piece of work has ways of hiding itself. And why what's happened in the rest of the country is very relevant is because it was a failing on the part of a number of agencies. That's the difference. Your drug dealing gang is not involved. The council are not involved in that, whereas these gangs, it looked like they were. My major worry for us here in London...
correct you on that, sorry.
Sorry, let me go. When I say involved, people who are actual councils, etc., were implicated, is the point I'm trying to make. The challenge in London is we have an abundance of a particular type of child exploitation. Certainly I'd recognise from my community, county lines, those kind of things. And you're correct, there is a drug dealer doesn't say, oh, we'll just do drugs. They'll do anything illegal that generates money. I accept that. Why does sexual exploitation driven by gangs of adults is important? Because in London, we just wanted to see if we have that problem. So the government's refusal to do a national inquiry is a real shame. But what I'm worried about in London, because we know largely where our biggest problem lies, street gangs, exploitation, mainly down the drug route, county lines, is that blinding us to other things that are happening? That's my first question. Are we very sure that we don't have a significant problem around child sexual exploitation gangs?